This film was made possible through the generous support of Grane Rx. "2024 marks Vincentian's centennial year, 100 years of compassion and care.
We went wherever the need was and did whatever the need was. Just as Vincent always said, do what is before you. Build something for the people that were really, really sick, the sick poor who could not afford any kind of care. So that is how this all started.
There is energy that we draw from being servant leaders. It's a source of pride, it's a source of inspiration for many people. And I think it ties back to the sisters. They started this mission to simply care for others. They were the first expressions of servant leadership.
Day and night, the sisters work. We stand on their shoulders.
Through the decades, Vincentian ran to the challenges of the community, growing to serve more people in more neighborhoods, providing care to all ages. A fearless willingness to evolve and meet the needs of a diverse and changing society.
Much was unknown at that time, and our very courageous employees left their families, their spouses, their children at home to come and provide care to people that were vulnerable, that were not their families. They were potentially risking their lives, and they knew that. That is the level of commitment that Vincentian caregivers shows. We care, and we care deeply. We are committed 100% to striving for perfection at all times.
We are at a very critical time in our industry. As we're celebrating our 100-year centennial, we look at it from a heritage perspective and a legacy perspective. And you look back in history, and I'm sure we've had challenging times before, but we survived. So when we look forward into our legacy, and we are looking at models of care and models like the intergenerational philosophy, this will bring us to a new beginning.
You know, there's an abundance of research around isolation and loneliness and what that means for seniors. They've also done similar studies for college students now, which sadly show very similar trends.
We partnered with La Roche University across the street from Terrace Place. Came together with that university and developed a program where there were students, and they would live here at Terrace Place in exchange for hours back in programming. We thought that the residents here would actually be the benefactors of all of that, but really it was two-way street.
And it cut me off.
I feel like Shenley Gardens and Vincentian as a whole is not something you can just explain. I feel like you have to come and kind of feel it and see it.
It's good to see kids because of where we are and who we are. Sometimes I just feel overwhelmed by old sick people. And when Bella comes in, I mean, she's a perfect example of her name. She is wonderful.
And it's sort of a break from the COVID years when we had to be isolated, which was a big thing for me because I became sort of an isolate. And when I came here, I'm breaking that mold and getting back into the socializing.
The continuum of life is here because it's easy to lose track of the fact there are other kinds of people out there if you don't see them.
People are asking us or allowing us to care for their loved one in their absolutely most vulnerable state. And that is a big level of trust that I take very seriously. And then that extends to college students. I mean, you are letting your 22-year-old baby come, move out of state and come to live with us. And then that will extend to our childcare too, which I personally experience every day. Every single person is going to be touched by that at some point.
I don't want to be alone. And if there's one thing I am not here, it's alone. Sometimes I'm too much not alone. But I really do like that part of it. I really do.
How are you? That's a pretty girl.
We owe so much to our seniors because they really are our ancestors in the faith, but in life. And it's important for them to learn from the youngest of their years how much the seniors really deserve our respect and our love, and especially our care.
We are uniquely in the position of being able to meet that individual need for people and provide that in a way that can also serve community needs and be able to make an even larger impact.
A community that is supported by world-class academics, medical profession, technology. It's an opportunity for us to create an environment of care for other parts of the United States to see how it can be done and bring different groups together and provide an environment of care that makes people really the best version of themselves.
I mean, the reality is, there are only about 20 of us sisters still up here in the north, and eventually we're not going to be here. And so we are passing the torch on to all of you to continue that ministry.
Haven't done flowers for years.
So that, people can go to homes that they can feel safe and they can feel that they can trust their caregivers and they know that the care is going to be good. If the good homes go under, where are people going to go to get good care?
Challenges of continuing our operation and continuing to do the kinds of things we've done for 100 years is just greater than it's ever been. I would encourage anyone watching this to support Vincentian in any way that they could because of the valuable services we provide to families at their times of greatest need.
I hope that it's an experience of growing and building on the foundation of what's happened in the first 100 years.
Clearly, we have persevered through some very difficult, almost biblical times. What we have found is a level of deep commitment among our people and strong resilience.
The thing that I am most proud of are the people that work here and care for our residents.